leader coming over and frustrating Brooks with that tremendous block.
Open jam, Bacot off the
Tremendous basketball.
Floater doesn't go, rebound, count it, and a foul. Bacot.
And that's just unacceptable right there. I mean, Davison, he's been hot the whole game. Wide open. Miscommunication by the Tar Heels.
Bacot, bully ball. He is a much more confident shooter than the young man that stepped on the campus in Madison. Crossover. Bacot is trying to take over for UNC.
Cooking, and he did it right there on a really good defensive player in Leaky Black. He's got great size and length. And Davison just feeling it.
Run it through Bacot. He's locked in.
Yeah, he's
quick move. Davis spiked, but a follow.
Some great basketball. In transition, an easy lay-in for the senior, M.J. Walker.
M.J. Walker is having a fabulous year as a senior. He was a McDonald's All-American, has gotten better every single year.
Bacot using...
did, and that was a good call. It was a good move, but for the hook. And Koprivica had an excellent first half. He had 7 points, 7 rebounds.
Allison talked about getting the ball inside. They go right to it. Moses Wright and the defensive player of the year in Jose Alvarado.
And Georgia Tech likes to mix defenses. They'll play a zone, a hybrid, and they can be very difficult to play against.
Bacot and another bucket. Down 11 at the half. They have tied it. A block by Bacot. And now the Heels look for the lead.
Numbers. Good pass. Calhoun did a really good job of finding Kerwin Walton. That could have been another 3.
Davis trying to shake Wilkes. 15 to shoot. Bacot strong. 15 points and 9 rebounds. Great pass from Walton to Brooks. Bacot there to clean it up.
Well, that's a good job by Aline to get out on play tech there and really blow up that action, that handoff action. Good help by Aluma.
Bacot spinning into the paint, forces it up and gets the bounce.
That's just a fake because they're spread out. The spread floor is really causing a huge problem for North Carolina's big guys. They have to guard on the perimeter. They can't protect the rim that way.
Mutz, who averages just under 9, has 14. But
good feed.
Davis again. And another offensive rebound. Bacot.
So that was a really nice shoot behind. And North Carolina got picked off. Virginia Tech is really good after timeouts.
Again, being coached by the ACC Coach of the Year this year, Mike Young. Big to big. And the ball. They surround Sharp. Love is open for 3. Bacot on the weak side.
Near unstoppable. And keep allowing Justin Mutz to drive the ball.
Radford and Mutz have combined for 39. Keve Aluma just 4 points tonight for the Hokies. They're going to count that. And in transition, the reverse no, the follow, yes. Bacot, the 2 big guys lead in the break. Eventually, Walton misses a great look for a 3.
Good pass.
Well, you saw some skill. R.J. Davis, another member of the freshman class, rises up for the shot. Not there. Another offensive rebound. This time it's offensive rebound for the Heels. If you want to know statistically what the rebounding can do, Carolina's now taken 21 shots. Make it 22. Carolina's taken 20.
That gum is run. And he definitely wants to play at a fast pace, always has. And his teams put a ton of pressure on opponents, not only with their primary break, but their second. McDonough, you're not going to hear him.
Another offensive. Sharp starting in place of the injured Brooks, and Kessler, as we mentioned in the first half, just playing so much better and has been so much more of an impact for the Heels the last few. Greensboro Coliseum, obviously a sparse crowd because of COVID and distancing, but it is clearly a pro-Carolina crowd, and not unexpectedly. Sharp pass, my goodness. And Bacot just with an easy layup.
And Matthew Hurt drawing Day'Ron Sharp away from the basket. The lane was wide open because Armando Bacot had to be guarding the post. Mark Williams.
Bacot goes right into the chest of
him guard in the post.
The double there on Sharp. Errant pass to Bacot. He has it blocked. Gets it back and finishes.
And Matthew Hurt.
His closeout by Walton on Stewart forces him into a tough shot. And the rebound down to the Heels.
Nice reach in, too, by Leaky Black. Without coming off his man, he's able to impact that play with a good reach.
Big to big, over the top, Sharp to Bacot. So they leave the shot clock at 27 where it was, and Carolina inbounds. R.J. Davis, another member of the freshman class. These are two of the youngest teams in the country. Black with a cut and a feed. And Illinois in the game before us today here on ESPN with a nice win in Columbus. Ayo Dosunmu back despite a facial injury, playing with a mask, and played from what we saw. Or was that deflected by Brooks? I don't think Brooks. We're not sitting down at the court. We're up a fair ways from the court, but it didn't look to me like Brooks touched that ball.
Brooks just lost Hurt in transition after that shot attempt, and that's the reason.
Bacot.
A deep team. Walton, their leading three-point shooter, off the mark, and there's the problem you were talking about for Syracuse. Look at that 3-on-0 for North Carolina. The dunk was missed by Harris. They continue to play volleyball around today. They're playing again tonight. It's COVID scheduling. So easy on the inbounds. It's big.
So if they can stick around and make some shots like they're doing right now, I mean, again, we got a one-possession game with 3.5 left. Syracuse 4 for 12 from beyond the arc. North Carolina yet to make one.
Guerrier, the three. He's an improved three-point shooter over a year ago. He made 3 all season on Boeheim. Caleb Love, tough shot, and rattled out. There's Bacot, and a chance for a three-point play. Leaky Black. Well defended by Guerrier, but it's there for Bacot.
Richmond is the best ball handler for Syracuse as Griffin's able to find his, I think that's his first bucket of the game.
His first basket of the night. 1 for 9 from the floor for their leading scorer on the season. Bacot attacks and scores as he went right in.
Another takeaway on the run to the bucket. Layup missed. Bacot hustling and fighting for 2 more
big shots.
Trying to throw it down, had it knocked away by Caleb Love. Big defensive play by the freshman point guard.
It was, but I'm not sure if Caleb got any basketball on that one. It'd be interesting to see that. Oh, wait a minute. Mondo doesn't want it.
In the Dean Dome in his playing career, and hoping that he can get one tonight. There's John with the jump hook, no good, and Bacot pulls it away, and Love pushing it into the front court. I mentioned the Carolina starting 5. This is one that Roy is stuck with for a while as Bacot gets the first bucket of.
Walton gives it to Leaky Black, who fires away. Too strong. Offensive rebound, Bacot. He banks it up and in.
But that's as well as Garrison Brooks, and they average 15.1 second chance points per game, which leads the ACC, and I believe leads the country.
Well, they lead the nation in rebound margin as well, plus 11 per game. Great position
there, leading to an easy bucket for Samuel Williamson on the other end of the floor.
Well, those are 2 highly touted sophomores, Corey. I mean, they have tremendous talent, and if Johnson and Williamson are bringing what they can, it makes this Louisville team that much more formidable.
And a great start for the Cards coming out of the halftime locker room, and just like that, now it's a 15-point.
Shifted to the very top of the last 4 in. So this victory would give them a little bit of breathing room as they head down the stretch in the last 2 weeks of the regular season. Now, as far as Louisville is concerned, what would concern me isn't so much losing this game.
1%, and right now North Carolina shooting almost 60% for the game. And so when you consider that, that's really where you've seen the biggest difference with the Cards. Their defensive rhythm, of course, they're 1 for 12 from beyond the three-point arc, which is not great.
At who they are, how much better can they be in the next 2, 3, 4 weeks?
Well, with the schedule they have coming up, I hope that's not who they are, because if so, it's going to cost them some games. You have to be able to finish plays off at the free throw line when you get those opportunities, especially when you attack the basket. Draw a charge, but on that opportunity, Bacot able to get all the way to the rim.
And that was the 4th assist for Platek, and again, 22 assists on 31 made field goals before that bucket.
Here tonight, Tyler.
Yeah, Northeastern likes to shoot a lot of threes. They're going to spread the bigs out, so I can see Coach going with the smaller lineup to contain the three-point shot. Great rebound.
The week, biggest threat from three-point land. Stuka off the mark, rebounded by Black. Rebounding game and down inside the paint, going to be a really big factor tonight. North Carolina. Walker, Stuka, Walters, big boy Bowden on the floor.
Big time
off
move.
The mark from Walters, the redshirt junior. Carolina out the other way. Black will put on the brakes. Free throw line extended. Knocked down by.
Like I said a minute ago, easy shot. Looks like he's perfected that shot, and now we got a ball game.
Stuka, one of 4 freshmen on the roster for Bill Coe.
Carolina, I think he was pretty good too. He wasn't bad. That flip doesn't go for Casey Morsell. Oh, look at that drive to the goal. Right there. But, Cole Anthony had the injuries last year, and that was a tough year. He's doing a nice job in his rookie year with Orlando. Kobe's got a chance to be a star. He's played out there with Chicago, and he's got ability. And Caleb Love's going to be a very good player. There's no doubt about it. That's where you want to go. Go inside. Bring the ball. Caleb Love sets up Brooks down to Bacot. Point blank range. Second effort.
One of the issues for Caleb Love has been he has filled his tank mostly on the offensive end, but he can be an outstanding defender.
You're seeing Love, Davis, and Harris, 3 freshman guards, all.
And no matter how many times your coach runs it back, you don't get them blocked out on any of them.
Another Duke turnover. Harris, Bacot, Carolina by 4. Tip and underway in the second half of our Sonic blockbuster as the tip back in is stops the ball for the Heels, and Roach takes advantage.
Amazing how often after you take a questionable shot, even though he's right under the basket, great pass off the double team. A heck of a lot better when you see the ball go in from short range too. What was, I don't know what that pass was.
It never got close, and it's a dunk at the other end for Bacot.
And nobody was in the middle of the lane. Kerwin Walton hugging up on his man on the weak side. One, you can't give up that kind of drive, but second, you got to have weak side help.
Little high-low between Brooks and Bacot. It'll count.
And right out of the gate, a defensive breakdown by North Carolina. When you know that a young man can shoot the basketball as well as Justin Champagnie can, you do not give him opportunities. And the
Good start here for Champagnie. That may not be very good news for North Carolina, coming in leading the ACC in scoring and rebounding. 20 and 12. Really one of the great rebounders in America, and he's only 6'6".
Yeah, and he is a matchup problem for North Carolina, who plays 2 traditional bigs, one of the very few programs that do. And
Bacot will swing that one up there
with rim, able to protect the rim when they get opportunities there.
Well, 2 opportunities there for the Panthers. They can't knock it down. Carolina in transition. Deep in the corner, Love. There's the reigning rookie of the week in the ACC. Yeah, letting them play, though. There's a lot of physical play here in this first half. Stepping inside, no travel. There's somebody. Davis on the penetration. Tipped up and in beautifully. Already with 12 points and 6 rebounds. Now North Carolina with a 37-33 lead here at Pittsburgh. Another touch there for Bacot, and one is from Brooklyn.
And the best thing about it for him, Obi, he's so efficient. He's 6 for 7 from the field. 3 for 3 from the line. He has messed around and missed one free throw in this one. But offensively, he's so efficient. I mean, you're talking about the leading scorer in the ACC who's also top 5 in field goal percentage. And you don't see that often. He's not a volume shooter. He's just an efficient scorer, as Bacot and Garrison the size. But now after knocking down the 2 free throws, Pitt's able to pick up his full court pressure once again, which North Carolina has struggled with here in the second half.
Pittsburgh was down by 16 at one point. They've cut it to 5. Bacot on the dribble. Shot clock down to 11. Inside, and a strong move for 2.
The way that North Carolina runs offensively, you would imagine that they should never have a problem getting back on defense because they practice it. So Carolina averaging almost 18 points a game on second chance points and ahead of their national championship pace in 2016-2017, and which would be the most for North Carolina ever if they keep the 17.9 pace alive.
Bacot with the left hand.
CP3 Elite Point Guard Academy as Funderburk is able to finish up the missed attempts. But when you think about these two teams and these freshman point guard going at it, hopefully this is something we can see moving.
Jim Hamilton led the Tar Heels at 11.4 points per game. Has a UNC team had its leading scorer under 12 points per game?
Well, under 12 points per game because UNC not scoring nearly what they're used to.
Sharp, maybe the best passer on this Carolina team, feeds the post. It comes to Bacot, and just like that.
Syracuse on that one.
I appreciate that, mentioning the big 78-60 win over Virginia Tech at the Dome this afternoon.
By the way, I think Duke will get in as well. So,
well, Jalen Johnson, it looks like he's getting back to it, you know.
Recognize that responsibility. One of the reasons why he's leading his team is scoring at 15.7 points per game and knocks down a big 3 after 2 back-to-back baskets from North Carolina.
Bacot, 2 more. First, he was humble and he was honored, but he said, I want to make sure that my autograph is legible. And he learned that from both Dean Smith, his mentor, and also Arnold Palmer. If somebody's going to take the time, Corey, to ask you for your autograph, the least I can do is take my time and make it legible.
Why are you telling me that now? I mean, I've been signing autographs for the last,
Goes to the post. Going to be a big night for the sophomore Odio Guama. He's really the lone ACC caliber big that Wake has on their roster. Meanwhile, North Carolina rotates 4 of them. One of them, Armando Bacot, great post move.
See that guy coming over before you even pass the ball. Swing it to the other side and then see if you can repost him.
Right back to Bacot. Turns around, hook shot falls. Guama hammers it home and delivers Wake the lead. Inside, Bacot. Williamson, he's had the hot hand. Step back 3. Can't connect on that one. Right back to Bacot, muscling his way to the rim. Count. He hits it. Isaiah Musius buries his 6th three-pointer of the night with the shot clock sounding. Bacot in a knee to tie it at 53.
Jay, it's not how many threes they've made, it's how open they have been. That time, dribble drive, the help is late, and another uncontested 3 for Wake.
Bacot count.
See how Wake handles the pressure. This has been problematic for them.
Didn't handle it well there. Bacot. Musius gets both from the line. It's a 7-point lead for Carolina. Demon Deacons had tied this game at 53 in search of their first win at Chapel Hill in 11 years. They're not going down easy. 4 minutes to play. Tar Heels go inside. They've dominated the post tonight, and it continues.
He really has been a trailblazer in a number of respects at a number of spots in his career and has built this Florida State program up, Jay, where you look at the numbers in recent years, they're right there with the likes of Virginia, Duke, and Carolina.
It's ridiculous how good Florida State has been without really getting the credit for it, because it seems like Duke, North Carolina, and lately Virginia have taken all the air out of the room in regards to the discussion of the best team. But Leonard Hamilton, 5th all-time in ACC victories for a coach, and that list he's on as top 5 is incredible.
As the Shaquan Evans gets a very friendly bounce. Coach Hamilton, one of just about every coach in college basketball who has said, we didn't have an exhibition game. We didn't have a secret scrimmage. It's not been a normal year. And Leonard Hamilton freely admits he's not as comfortable with his rotation as he usually is at this point of the season. Bacot in. Step back 3 left short by Osborne. And back on the Tar Heels, who have made 6 of their last 8 field goal attempts to get back within 3. Brooks with another nice pass. Third.
Syracuse has had to get into the bench, thus you see Braswell and Edwards in there. Here's Bacot, another offensive rebound.
Silky smooth. I like the 6'5" guard.
Yeah. Here's Johnson, the freshman from Arizona, who played 4 minutes last Tuesday night. Brooks with a nice pass. Bacot to catch and score.
Path to success for the Tar Heels.
Down low, here's Brooks up in between a double team. Bacot the recovery on the stick back. Long 3 for Black.
No.
Bacot.
No, Wes. No, that is not the shot opportunity.
And back to the basket goes Armando. Here's play tech. Shot clock at 15 and Davis at the front. Trying to find the crease, right, Jordan?
Trying to find it, absolutely.
There's Bacot.
Give him 2 there, Wes, on that one inside the yard.
Stepped on the line, thank you. 13 for Griffin, 1-point lead, 90 seconds to go right now in Chapel Hill. Brooks, bounce pass. Black left it, Bacot the basket. Shot clock at 3. Bacot put it up and scored as the shot clock.
There are no fans cheering you on. There is still an advantage to being at home because of familiarity of the gym.
So as we saw, Kansas at Fog Allen Fieldhouse home against Texas today lose by 25. We've seen Duke lose twice at home at Cameron.
Williams opted to give him his first start. A monster on offensive glass.
Poked away from a driving DeVoe. Play tech. Odd man break. Bacot fills the lane.
Georgia Tech again in that zone. And one of the ways to beat that zone is to get into those gaps. Carolina to try to flash a guy mid-post for a little high-low action.
All the way across to Black. Shot clock at 7. Sharp in trouble. Bacot trying to bail him out, and he will. Soft bounce. Georgia Tech also likes that halftime lead. They're 4-0 this season with it, trailing by 2. They're 0-3 without the halftime lead. Also trailing in shooting percentage. Inside, a strong drive.
And when you see the Georgia Tech guards get into the lane and set up, when you can get those uncontested shots, again, that play set up by Michael DeVoe's penetration. How about Bacot?
It's better, but we do the dirty one. Coyote, we dig dirt.
Davis. Walton. Inside. The move from Bacot.
Goals early.
Carolina's defense giving up too many straight line drives. The Pack having their way with pass to get to the rim. That one too easy.
Bacot the catch, working on Manny Bates. A nice, tough shot in the basket for Hayes.
drops the soft jumper. Freshman from Greensboro. Played at Greensboro Day School for Fred Johnson. Inside, Bacot to match, gets the bounce, and now they're double teamed in the corner. Allen hanging two. Kessler the rebound. Inside, Bacot the dunk.
And trying to generate some things. What you're seeing is a competitive fire from a Carolina team that is used to these double-figure deficits in the first half and having to claw back.
Quick look inside, Bacot right around. I didn't have anything to do with that. Somebody else handled the invites. Your schedule is your schedule. There's Bacot back. Ball got deflected. 2 straight giveaways by Carolina. Beverly a pull-up 3. Davis the rebound. Here's the freshman Love. Quick bounce pass. Bacot against Bates. And the roll. And he missed both of them at the line. Rare misses for Beverly. We go inside of 5 minutes. 77-64.
Tar Heels are going to apply pressure. West, it has to start here on this possession.
Bacot backs in against the double team and scores.
They sure do. And Mintz, one of those guys, I think he's the best shooter on this team. They're soft enough to be tippable. An empty side ball screen here by Carolina. Goes side to side, the dive to the box. Pretty, huh?
Davis with a nice. Bacot brings it back, and now Platek attacks on Ware, gets the block. Foul on Sarr. And then Platek gets his third for Carolina. Corwin Walton gave him a lift late in the first half.
Known as a shooter. Nice little entry here.
Nice speed, and then a nice finish from Armando. Finally, something goes down for Kentucky.
Dribble drive, a great presentation. Rescue.
Can the Cats fight back in the last 3:52?
This play, screen down, screen to screener.
4 to shoot, Platek.
Look at this inside.
Another offensive rebound and second.
Of what you're seeing turnover-wise, is it lack of practices for both teams or not having fans to play in front of?
You know, I'm not sure that not having the fans leads to more turnovers, Justin. I just think it's early.
Perkins, second most assists in the history of North Carolina Central.
And this is what North Carolina Central wants to do, and that is set the half-court defense. And they're going to try to pack it inside and force North Carolina to shoot threes, but when you got a guy
comes back in.
And here the Eagles go back into the zone.
Davis. Platek just missed a 3. Here's Bacot at the free throw line. Able to knock it down.
Inside doesn't mean you have to shoot it.
Sharp doesn't get the roll. There's Bacot, the offensive rebound and putback. He is. Who are you guarding?
Obviously nobody. But I was fouling everyone.
Kaiser, jumper is short. Rebound for Bacot.
And Kaiser, you know, his opportunities have been limited since early in the game. He made 3 of his first 4 shots. Now he's 5 for 11.
As Bacot is feeling it.
100 people in attendance to make it 11-0 instead. Carolina's going to have to do the work on the glass with second chance points, and they get 2 right there on the weak side. Brooks turns it quickly. They got a weak side lean in. Bacot in the second chance.
It's Texas the whole way. It's what you're always going to see from Shaka Smart.
Davis the miss, the foul. Half, and Garrison Brooks clearly the high scorer for North Carolina as Rainey goes to work.
So a nice strategy by Shaka Smart. You know, let's shut down the other guys and let's see. Oh, beautiful pass over the top. Including one of the legends from the Michael Jordan adult basketball camp.
Bacot got Mobile. Going mobile is a song. Kenny for Dejon Davis. Yes.
Today's the anniversary, 65 years ago, Rosa Parks. The rivers, the waterfalls, spectacular. Great block. You block it, catch it at the same time. That's a real player.
Sharp touch pass, high-low.
Of the Seattle area, I mean, Jamal Crawford, it's an endless list. And so many of them go on to tremendous careers, and this is the next guy. Can he make the recovery? Well, Shep Gordon and his son Benjamin came here to Asheville for the tournament. Well, we're going to miss Dr. Norm. We're going to miss all the people down at Fleetwoods
this season.
We've seen San Francisco upset Virginia. There's Playtech in and out. The rebound and the putback by
right now. Wah. Remember, you're going to be Wah for the remainder of this game. I have about 200 text messages right now, and this is the first time many of my friends have seen me since March throughout this quarantine, and there are mixed reactions. There are a lot of people threatening me if I don't cut this off, there's going to be harm done to me soon. But when you think about the fact that I didn't see all these coaches all summer, means that they were home. I was home. And so I've been asking a lot of these coaches what it is they've been doing with their spare time that they're used to being on.
Carolina fell to North Carolina, or excuse me, to UNLV. That was the only win for the Rebels in this series. That was back in 2011.
And North Carolina was ranked #1 in the country at that time.
Love in transition, goes coast to coast, rims out, but there and perfect.
So Kerr and Walton, a lot of staff, they're really high on him and what he brings to this North Carolina team.
Inside, Bacot slams it down. Playtech looking to cash in after the College of Charleston turnover. Bacot again, he is feasting. Galloway on the drive, walked into two giants, two 7-footers underneath the rim. There's Bacot going to work. Armando Bacot making